and he caned me 26 times. And I mean, my whole hands, my back, everything. He was so angry. He was a very strict guy, you know, in school. So apparently that day, my mother came to see me. So I have cried so much, and there was no tears in me. You know, I was just was in such a shock. So when I met my mother, she came to see me. I went and showed her, and I said, "Look, Amma, you know, this guy hit me." And we normally call him, we had a nickname for him, we call him Tolea. Look, Amma, this Tolea hit me. See, again, I was crying. And my mother also cried that day. And then I said, Ami, you go and report Mr. Rajapakse to the principal. He can't hit me like this. And she pacified me and said, okay, I will report, blah, blah. And she went off. But she never did it because my mother knew, I mean, I would have done something wrong. I know she was very upset that I was caned, and she also cried, but she took a decision not to interfere in this situation. I respect her for that, you know. Now, today when I'm turning back and when I look at these things, I know he should not have caned me 26 times, but because of they were so strict with us, they guided us. You know, we are like this today. I have no anger for him. I have immense respect for this gentleman.
Well, your mother would have had that patience to bear the fact that the son was caned for 26 times, and she chose not to report, whilst she chose to pacify you. But today we see parents, I mean, maybe at a reprimand or maybe at a strict advice by the teachers, there are parents who would choose to go to courts. And how do you see this situation?
You see the quality of the society is changing, right? You see Lakshman de quality of the society. You check next generation, how is deteriorating the entire society as a whole. So if parents or if a teacher can't reprimand or shout or advise or punish a
or pass strictures,
or you know, I mean, I think this is a Western theory of saying, okay, you have to explain, you have to say be kind, you have to be only do like that. But you know, do you think? I don't agree with 100% on that. You know, you can't go into the extremes of this thing. But what I say, a teacher should be able to punish a kid. You know, I mean, not only Mr. Rajapakse. Normally in school, you know, we get punished so much every day. Either we get caned or we. I mean, others, how to control this voice? If a master doesn't know to, I mean, if he's not strict, you know, there in a CEO, Mr. Lakshman Wickremagge, he was my grade 3 boarding house master. Soon after he left school, he was there. You know, I mean, he have never caned us, but he had a different tactic. You know, he was very friendly with us. He plays his guitar with us and he sings with us. You know? So we adored him. So whatever he says, we used to do as well. But you know, sometimes, you know, trying to control over 300 to 400 students with that tactic alone wouldn't work, isn't it?
Well, the message that is delivered by Mr. Fonseka probably would have been that the parents should think or should kind of rationalize why the teachers choose to punish, or let us use the word that they try to put their kids into to rectify the mistakes committed by kids, and how important it is to accept the fact that teachers are teachers who are entrusted with the fact with the task of molding the young students. Now, Mr. Fonseka, you are a businessman.
Yes.
You have been doing business in the crux of a period where there was war on one hand, there was economic downturns, crises, and ups and downs in the Sri Lankan society and Sri Lankan economy. But we have ended a 30-year-old war. What should be the ideal role played by a businessman to make sure that they will reap the benefits of the conducive environment that is prevalent in this country, and what steps that they should take in order to transfer those benefits that they enjoy as businessmen to the society in general?
Okay, this is a tough question. Probably now the hot topic is currently the presidential election, isn't it? Now, this 30-year war, a lot of people said it cannot be destroyed, or it cannot be stopped, or you can't have a solution for this. But I don't know. Generally, for me, I always stood by a line that thinking that this war, a thug or a underworld figure, if you every day try to listen to him and put your head down, he will keep on beating you. How much you try to give him? If today he comes and says, I want 100,000 rupees, you give it to him. Tomorrow he will come and say the same thing or say something else. But one day if a person stood up to him and gave him good kane, and that person will listen to you. So likewise, it's very, very difficult to negotiate with a thug. But I think President Mahinda Rajapakse, with all due respect for him, he took a proper decision. He thought, okay, I extend him so much of negotiations. But if this guy is not listening, the best thing is to go for the war. And I think the government quite rightly went for the war, and they administrated properly. They administrated not only the war, they administrated the international community, they administrated the economy. All these things they were administered in a proper manner. That is the reason we managed to win this war. But now today we have to not allow this to fall back or get this destroyed again. So people have to be very careful for what they do from this point onwards. So I think I'm being very independent. I'm saying now, as a businessman, if I'm to administrate my company properly, just with 200 people, and just imagine one side the war, one side the economy, one side the people are having political infighting, all these things. It's a huge thing. So how to administrate all these things to suit your objective? And I think the current president has done that in the most remarkable manner. He have administrated it. He have administrated the entire scenario to the level. Their only objective was to win the war, and to win that war, they have administrated the economy. They have administrated the political factors, the international community, the India mainly, and they achieved this. So now I think we have to at least have to continue this and get these people together. Like we should not call ourselves we are Sinhalese, Tamils, or Muslims or whatever. We should call ourselves Sri Lankans. And I think this current president, he's a person anybody could approach him. I think he should be given the opportunity to develop the country for next 6 years. This is what I think. My personal opinion about it.
Well, in that context, how would you like to define the current political trends in this country? We see political turncoats for self-gain, and also certain people who change their political affiliations in the interest of the nation. So if you put all these together, for the common person, for the common man, it is somewhat confused picture. So as a businessman, how you look at the current political trends prevalent in the country?
Now we have two main candidates. If you may say there's two main candidates. So now what we have to analyze and see how these two main candidates are behaving, administrating, and who will be the best for the country's situation, current situation. If I go by with the current president, when the entire world was asking me not to stop the war,